Doing well. Welcome to Dr. Boyce Daily Stock Market. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. It's so good to see all of you, and I hope you all are having a great day. It is interesting today, though. I was actually looking at some stuff in the media that I thought I would cover really quickly in terms of things that I believe you guys might care about. And one of these things had to do with what's going on with the Trump administration and some recent developments that I think you might want to be aware of. In addition to a few other things. First off, is I just read this story in CNBC that basically says that CNN is laying off a bunch of people. That effectively they're just laying off tons of people, mainly because broadcast news or whatever you want to call it is pretty much on the decline. According to CNBC, it says CNN is laying off hundreds of employees as post-inauguration transformations begin. Sources say CNN is planning to lay off hundreds of employees this week. NBC News is also planning to lay off a lot of people this week, and the scale is much smaller than those of CNN. Newsrooms around the U.S. are recognizing or reorganizing around digital audiences as fewer people watch cable and broadcast news. So, one of the things that I want to mention is I want to ask you all a quick question. How many of you, give me a yes or no in the chat if you have stopped watching, um, if you stopped watching cable news? Give me a yes if you stopped watching a lot of the mainstream news. I'm going to say yes because I don't watch that stuff anymore. I kind of think that it's a little bit outdated and it's some absolute it's controlled and it's corporate and it does, and I think that people are sick of it. I think people just kind of got to the point where they're like, "Look, we're tired of you, colluding and lying to us. We actually want something that's true." So a lot of people go online and get their news. I think that podcasts actually helped to win this election, which is unfortunate. But now going forward, you're going to see a lot of politicians really using these podcasts as a way to get in position to do what they want to do. So CNN is a victim of that. This is nothing new. We all knew the cable news was on the decline, and CNN, it looks like they're struggling with that. It says here the CNN plans to lay off hundreds of employees Thursday as it refocuses its business around a global digital audience. According to people familiar with the matter, the layoffs come as CNN is rearranging its linear TV lineup and building out digital subscription products. The cuts will help CNN lower production costs and consolidate teams, said the people who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss non-public changes. Now, what's interesting to me, okay, someone says my mic is a little muffled. Is my mic muffled? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Give me a quick yes. Now I'm all worried. No, my audio. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know. And I'm gonna check my mic here. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Give me a quick yes if you can hear me. Okay, I hear Mike muffled. I hear that twice. Okay, 2 people said that. That really concerns me now. Okay, yes, your mic is muffled. Okay, great. Let me try some. Okay, now unmuted and unmuffled. Can you hear me now? Give me a yes if you can hear me now. Do I sound better or does it sound the worst? Worst. Give me a quick yes. Good. Good. Okay, so we're getting better. Okay, great, great, great. Perfect. Right. Sorry for the delay, everybody. My apologies, and thank you for your patience. We appreciate you here at Boyce Watkins Screws Everything Up Enterprises. All right. So anyway, so here's more information about this. For the most part, they said that. Job cuts won't affect CNN's most recognizable names who are under contract. CNN has about 3,500 employees worldwide. During a town hall meeting earlier this month, CNN CEO Mark Thompson said the media company has received an investment of 70 million from Warner Brothers Discovery. It looks to me like Warner Brothers has put the money behind the brand, which I agree with it. They launched a digital paywall for $3.99 a month, and apparently it did not work as well as they thought it would. NBC News is also planning cuts later this week. While the exact number couldn't be determined, the job losses will be well under 50 people. That's not bad. So ultimately, both news organizations waited until after the presidential inauguration to make the cuts. The news media landscape is in transition as fewer people watch linear TV and more consume their news on streaming services and through social media. So the media landscape is changing. CNN is in the middle of this. This is what it is, and this is what's happening. Another story that I saw that I think might be of interest to you is there was this analysis by the Wall Street Journal that basically showed that MBAs from Harvard have the highest unemployment rate that they've ever had. That I could have sworn in the data they said that something like 23% of the people that got their MBAs in the last graduating class still haven't found a job. That's a problem. That's a very big deal. That's not good. And now, how do they fix that? What's that going to look like going forward? Nobody really knows. But what they do realize is that there's an issue where MBAs are just not worth what they used to be, and this is important for those of you that are thinking about going back to school, in order to make more money or trying to find ways to improve your income by getting more education. I would encourage you to be extremely careful about things like MBAs, even from the top 20 schools. There used to be a time where you could go to a top 20 school, get an MBA, and you'd be set with a six-figure job and beyond, maybe a quarter million a year, that kind of thing. That's kinda changed, and so, what they said is 2 things that have evolved out of this. One is that, skills matter more than credentials, so having a piece of paper isn't gonna get you in the door like it used to 20 years ago. Number 2, AI is very real. AI is replacing a lot of the MBAs. AI is, replacing computer programmers. We thought if you know how to program a computer, you were gonna be okay. Now maybe you need to program AI, right? Now maybe if you know your way around prompts. If you know how to be a prompt engineer or something like that, maybe that might be a little more security. And I definitely would say investing and owning business ownership is really a pathway for protection. Now, there's a list of AI stocks I gave you guys. If you haven't picked it up, if you text the word stock to the number 87948, pull out your phone, text the word stock, STOCK, to this number, 87948. I will send you a list of AI stocks that I like in terms of companies that are positioned to most likely do very well during the AI revolution. And the big thing is that if you tie your money to their money, then that's how you can make money yourself. So just text stock to 87948, and I can show you what I know and just sort of help you through this process. All right. Now, can you guys hear me now? Give me a yes, you can hear me now. I'm trying. The part of the reason I was muffled is because I'm trying something different. I normally cannot stream to Instagram. So those of you that are on Instagram, I want to say what's up, and Dr. Boy Finance, say hi back if you're on Instagram. I'm looking at my phone, and I want to know if you guys can hear me okay, because it's kind of cool. Normally, I can't stream through StreamYard and hit you on Instagram. So if you're on the gram, everybody shout yourself out, and I want to say I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for putting up with me. I know I'm half crazy half the time, but I am crazy about you. I'm crazy about us. I'm crazy about our future. I'm crazy about Black wealth, and I'm crazy about this game that we're in because I know that we can win. What I'm not crazy about is us taking second place to white folks, or us bowing down or throwing in the towel and accepting second place and believing that we're supposed to lose, or even just fear. Like I hate fear. I hate us just like being like, well, if the white folks don't support us, if we ain't got the Democrats, we can't do nothing. I don't believe that. I don't. I think that that's silly. I think that we can do whatever we want. I think that we decide our destiny, not some political party. And I'm sorry if you disagree with that, but that's what I believe. In fact, let me speak about something that I think is really important for everyone to know. My homeboy Tim Jackson out of Dallas is doing something really powerful right now. I got to give Tim a shout out. I can bring Tim in here. Tim is a real estate guy, and he's really doing something really special. He's created this fund, and what is it? He wanted to have a super PAC for Black economics. He wants to implement the vision of Dr. Claude Anderson in Powernomics and do a super PAC. So Nick Blick, who was asking for my live, well, here's what he's doing. He created something called the Alliance for Black Economics. Write this down if you want to look it up. ABE, the Alliance for Black Economics, and it's a super PAC that you can donate to that is set up to raise money to pursue issues related to Black economics. I thought it was a great idea. Tim sent it over to me, asked me what I thought. I said, not only do I like it, but I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. I said, can I have the honor of being the first donor to your super PAC? And I was. I went up in there. I didn't write no big fat check. It was a few $100 or something like that. But I said, hey, I just want you to know, brother, that money get tight when you're running a black owned business. You got to be real careful with the resources. But I wrote a little check for a few $100, And he said, "You are the first donor." I said, "Great. Not only will I be the first donor, but I hope to be one of the first endorsers of what you're doing, not because I believe that Tim is perfect, or not because I know every single thing that's happening here, but because I believe that we have to start carving these things out. I believe that we have to start building. I believe that somebody got to do something. Somebody's got to stick a fork in the ground, even if the ground is hard and the fork doesn't go very deep in the ground. Somebody has to stick a stake in the ground. So that's my 2 cents, and I love it and I support it. And it's called ABE, the Alliance for Black Economics, a Black Super PAC for Black Economics. You should look it up. And I'm sure Tim could use some support. He sent me a text today. I'm looking here. It looks like he's got radio spots, TV spots. He says people are receptive to it in Dallas. He got a former city council member. I'm not gonna. Yeah, so it looks like he's creating drama. So folks get funny when black folks start doing stuff for ourselves. So he said he has a former city council member, but I hope Tim doesn't get mad at me for revealing that part. That was the text message. I'm gonna bring Tim into class because he is um, just a solid guy, and he's a family man. He loves his wife. He has children, black children. He's raising them right, and that's the kind of man I can respect. That's the kind of man that's what represents our community, not just rappers, not just basketball players, and not just comedians and stuff like that. Because Tim ain't no joke. He's a real man. All right. So anyway, with that being said, do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Just so you know, I have two podcasts on Spotify. Look up my name on Spotify. Remember, we don't have corporate backing. We don't have a bunch of celebrities and banks and everybody giving us resources. We do this ourselves. So word of mouth really matters for us. So by Spotify podcast, if you look up Boyce Watkins on Spotify, you'll find the Dr. Boyce Daily. That's where I cover stock market stuff. And you'll also find the Dr. Boyce Breakdown. That's where I kind of cover everything else. So feel free to go to Spotify and look me up there. All right. Now, Nick is asking, what's your opinion on Mark Lamont Hill? Recently started watching him, and he reminds me of a younger you. Well, Mark Lamont Hill and I go way back. Mark and I have been colleagues for since probably about 2007, and I'm gonna just tell you like this: Mark Lamont Hill and I don't align on certain political issues, but we kind of came full circle. We were very 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 close friends for a while, and then something happened, and we weren't friends anymore. And someone says, "Fix your microphone." Can y'all hear me? Give me a yes if you can hear me. Okay. If can you hear me? Someone says that I am muffled again. Is my microphone broken? Because I fixed it. I thought I hit the button. Hey, tell me, can y'all hear me? Can y'all give me a quick yes so I can just know that I can keep talking? So I'm not talking to myself. I'm sorry if the audio is weird. Is it muffled? Damn, I have no idea what's going on. I'm so sorry, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this sooner rather than later, because apparently the audio is acting weird. But I'm gonna okay. Okay, I don't know. But I'm just gonna do my best here. All right. So to tell you about Mark, um, Mark reached out to me when my mother passed away, and he was very respectful, and he was just a real cool brother in terms of basically giving me his condolences, and I appreciate that so much. And we just agreed, like even if we disagreed, we're still gonna be friends. And we caught up with each other, and I really like that. I'm gonna tell you what, the best way to handle an enemy is not to defeat the enemy. Destroying an enemy is not the best way to handle an enemy. The best way to handle an enemy is to turn an enemy into a friend. So I'm here to publicly say that Mark Lamont Hill and I are friends. Even if we disagree, we are friends. He has a right to his opinion. I respect it. I will hear it. I won't disagree with it all the time. He won't disagree with me. But I don't think black folks should be out here fighting in the street. I don't really want to fight no black man. I want to fight racism. I want to fight ignorance. I want to fight the things that are holding us back. I'm not really here to fight you over Democrat, Republican, or liberal, conservative, or anything else. So that's my 2 cents. All right. Let's see. Last quick question. Dr. Boyce, do you think it's possible the recent data breaches are done by large companies to steal our data in order to train their AI models? Absolutely. China is scary because China has a bunch of Trojan horses in place, where literally the FBI director basically said that um, when China and the U.S. go to war, the Chinese are going to come out of a bag and kick our ass, because he said that what they do is they plant things in your infrastructure so that they can activate those things once they decide that they don't like you anymore, and or you're fighting with them. So he says that they've got a lot of Trojan horses locked into the system, so that as soon as we end up, um, going to war, they're going to come in and just start creating chaos in our systems, water systems, all that. America is a very porous country. We allow a lot of other countries to infiltrate us. And I don't know if we really understand that. We won't learn that until someone comes in and bangs us, and unfortunately, sooner rather than later. So anyway, guys, since my audio's acting weird and I don't know what's going on, I'm gonna get on out of here. We are gonna meet tomorrow for class. Hopefully, I'll have that fixed by tomorrow. I'm gonna do some audio testing. So thank you guys for listening. I was trying out the Instagram thing. Maybe I won't try it anymore because that's causing the issue. But I hope you guys got something from the conversation. Give me a guess if you heard any of it, if any of it made any sense. And I will see you all tomorrow morning. If you want to join us for Monday in the morning, we do our millionaire training camp every morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. If you'd like to get an invitation, go to drboyceelevate.com and or text the word morning to the number 87948. Text morning to 87948. And we're also going to do stock options tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're going to meet and talk about ways to generate income with stock options. So you can text the word options to 87948 as well. So thank you, Roxy. You are a blessing as well. All Star Sports says I sound like the teacher on Charlie Brown. Womp womp womp. So let me go and fix my audio so I don't sound like that. So have a good day, everybody. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you soon. Take care. Peace.